Am I the asshole if I break up with my fiance after she showed a startling change of behavior after getting engaged? I, male 32, have recently proposed to my girlfriend of 2 years, Sharon, female 30, like a month and a half ago, and it felt like the second the ring got on her finger, her attitude and behavior took a total 180. The entire time we were dating, we seemed exceptionally compatible, and at least it seemed we shared common beliefs and morals. 7 weeks ago, I proposed and she said yes, and I felt like it was the happiest moment for the two of us. But not even a week later, it's like her attitude totally flipped. I thought I knew all of her friends, but one day I came home and there were 6 women I'd never seen before, and Sharon introduced me to them. I was curious as to why I was just meeting them now, when I had already met Sharon's 2 best friends, Michelle and Octavia, both not present, over a year and a half ago. Sharon said that she wanted to make sure we were a sure thing before I met her inner circle. I found this strange. Not to mention, it was a weeknight and they were quickly draining my wine rack of wine. Sharon still had her own place, but she stayed with me so often she practically lives here. Still, I found it incredibly rude when they left with 4 empty bottles of rosé in their wake. I tried to talk to Sharon about having uninvited guests on weeknights, and she dismissed my grievance very flippantly. More that she brushed me off. The following week, she went out with the girls several times, and when she brought the girls to my place, twice without notice, once with notice to appease me, her words, they all treated me like a butler, shaking their empty wine glasses at me for refills.
Oh?
After the 4th time, I made it clear that I will get a locked wine rack. Sharon just called me no fun after that. It gets worse. Sharon decided me and the girls got off on the wrong foot and said that we should have dinner together at a nice restaurant. Well, I went, and it was not great. The 6 kept prodding me about my life, my house, my career, but deflected every question that I asked. It got especially bad at night when they started talking about modern relationships and jealousy, and one of them brought up some key points about relationships that I thought Sharon and I were on the same page about, specifically what ifs regarding polyamory and being friends with exes. To my shock, Sharon said that we shouldn't be too hasty on such decisions, which was a total 180 to how she expressed herself on these things only a month prior, where she was vehemently against keeping ex-intimate partners in friend circles and was staunchly monogamous. The worst part was when the bill arrived, Sharon announced that it should be together and slid me the check. I told her she can't be serious, and we got into a bit of an argument. I ended it by putting my amount down in cash, walked out, leaving them to figure out the rest of the bill. The next days after that, Sharon kept calling me toxic and fragile, but every time I even pushed at it, she would just give an apology and promise that she was just stressed at work. It's nuts. We haven't even planned the wedding yet. The worst part was this Monday when I was at work, I got a Nest doorbell alert, checked and saw Sharon and one of her 6 new friends arriving at my place, going in and exiting with my golf clubs.
Oh?
This set was a gift from my father, and it cost a pretty penny too. So Sharon lending it out without my permission got me pissed. I immediately called Sharon and told her and her friend to return the clubs. Sharon tried to gaslight me with, "But you promised to lend the clubs to her boyfriend, remember?" I told her the club's cost would move it into a serious crime, and her friend had an hour to return them or the cops would be called. Sharon kept insisting she got my permission, and I told her to cut the crap. Well, not 45 minutes later, I get another notification of Sharon and her friend coming back with the clubs and going inside, leaving them, Sharon's friend flipping off the Nest doorbell on the way out. I got home and saw Sharon's friend literally just threw the clubs and back on the living room floor. Sharon tried to talk to me about my toxicity again, and I told her to cut the crap. I said if I knew this was how she was going to be, I would have never proposed. That seemed to freak her out, and she again insisted that she was just stressed from work, but I wasn't buying it anymore. I told her to return the ring and her key, and we would talk about our relationship this weekend. She cried and begged me not to cancel the engagement and insisted that it was just stress. I told her that we will talk about it this weekend. She finally relented. I had my house rekeyed anyway after she left just to be safe. Sharon has been texting me constant messages of love and apologies for getting swept up and insisted she was only wanting to show me off to her close friends. I don't know. I'm not buying it. The same close friends have been sending me texts daily, calling me toxic and fragile again, saying they knew I wasn't man enough for Sharon or secure enough to share her with friends. A few of my friends that knew Sharon the entire 2 years we were dating were surprised and can't believe she turned hide this quick, and that there must be something missing or that I'm leaving something out. They say I must have said something to trigger her friends to act like this, and I had to have been an asshole somewhere along the process. I don't know. It's a lot to take from all directions right now. Am I the asshole?
I mean, that last sentence is fair. Like, I would also think, like, are you sure you didn't do anything wrong? Because this is so unhinged.
So unhinged.
That I'm like,
it's like, I've known this person for 2 years while you're dating, and this seems so far to left field. So are you sure you're not leaving out the part in the story where you fucking pissed her off?
Exactly. But I don't know. We only get one-sided stories on Reddit, obviously. So I'm going to go by what we were given. And no, you're not an asshole here. It's, again, so ironic that they are calling you toxic when they cannot see that themselves are the toxic ones. Like,
yeah,
it seems like she really just wanted to be engaged to any warm body. Like, it wasn't just a I love you type of relationship. It was like, I'm engaged. Now this is my man. He can pay for everything. We can use his wine rack. She sees you as a freaking ATM.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, it's not actually love. It's purely superficial.
Superficial. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. She should have been smarter with this. She should have done it after they got married.
That's what divorces and annulments are for.
That is true. Yeah, that's true.
I would just be a decent human being.
Yeah. I don't know why I'm trying to give her tips.
It's okay. We do that. Top comment says, 2 years and she didn't introduce you to these friends. She knows how terrible they are and how terrible she is with them. She put on quite a show to get the ring. And now that she thought she had you locked down, she can show her true colors.
Yep.
Unless you're leaving out something, you're definitely not the asshole. You're not toxic or fragile. You have standards. What she did at the restaurant and with the clubs is toxic. It seems like she wants to show them she has you wrapped around her finger and that you will allow her and them to do whatever they want. I wouldn't give her another chance to use you for what you can do or give to her. No one that loves you would treat you like this. Friends or no friends present.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's also just like very... like she wants to show off in front of her friends too.
I got this man wrapped around my finger.
Yeah.
We can take his golf clubs. Golf clubs are expensive.
Yeah, I wouldn't know.
They could be like, you could spend to get a set of golf clubs. I think your minimum, like for us Canadians, like $1,500, $2,000.
Yeah,
and you could probably spend like $20,000 on a pair of golf clubs.
Damn.
Yeah,
that's a lot.
Like yeah.
Damn.
They can get pricey.
Good thing you don't golf.
Thank God. Good thing I motocross.
Yep. Oh, that's so much better. That's so much less expensive.
Yeah, new dirt bikes are only $15,000.
Okay.
If you guys are watching on YouTube, you smash the like button and help me get a new dirt bike.